Talk to us about Tyrese going down in that game 7.
Well, you guys have probably seen some of his comments, and I don't know that he's been on television interviews yet, but it's all very upbeat. I mean, this guy he's just one in I don't know how many, in the NFL, Chris. I mean, every once in a while you find a guy. You probably had a lot of these qualities yourself, where regardless of the difficulty of the situation, there was going to be a positivity. There was going to be an upbeat projection of I'm going to get through this, and it's going to be okay. And he's just one of those guys. Now, in that moment, it's so difficult. I mean, you guys can imagine, what it might be like. That series was, that's a tough series, and you got to give Oklahoma a lot of credit. I mean, they were favored in every game of that series, and that's real pressure.
Yeah.
Is when you are the favored team in every game, and we were just attacking. We were just trying to hang in and give ourselves a chance at the end. And we had not had a great offensive game in that series, partially because they're so good on D. But in game 7, we came out, Tyrese hit 3 threes in the first 3 or 4 minutes. They called the first time out, and, we had them on their heels, and that was the start that we needed. And then, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes later, the injury happened, and certainly a lot changed. But our guys continue to battle the same way. The dynamics of the game changed. That's pretty obvious. But, Nembhard hit a 3 toward the end of the half to give us a 1-point lead going into halftime. And then it's 24 minutes, And so, we came out and they hit us with a tough third quarter, got some separation, and we were just unable to get back into it at the level that we needed to. So, very disappointing. I mean, I think that's obvious. I don't know. You define success. You search over and over for ways to define what real success is, and it's not always winning the championship. Sometimes it's just you just compete at the best possible level you can, and the chips fall where they may. So very proud of our organization, our team, and disappointed for sure. But, we're going to move forward.